Hello everyone and welcome to this product comparison video brought to you by James from mysmarterhome.com. And in this video, which I'm calling Spec Wars, we are going to be looking at comparing three smart security cameras. It's the Arlo Pro versus the Arlo Q versus the Arlo Q Plus. And in this video, which obviously I've just called Spec Wars, I'm going to be looking at breaking down all of the different specifications that I could find about each camera and looking at how they compare to each other. So let's jump in and crack on. So there are 9 different sections to this video. Firstly is about the basic specifications. Secondly, about the security features. Thirdly, video and audio features. Then fourth is power and storage. The fifth section is all about the connections. The sixth section is about design and warranty. The seventh section is about home automation. The eighth section is about remote access. And the ninth section is about reviews and ratings. So let's get on to the basic specifications. So as you can see here, in my grid, I've put here a warning. It's almost a health warning that these parts of these details are subject to change. And in this, I particularly mean the prices, which you can see on the far right-hand side. So let's have a look at the Arlo Pro, the Arlo Q, and the Arlo Q Plus. Obviously, they're all made by Arlo, which is the home automation arm of Netgear. In terms of when they were first released for sale, the Arlo Pro, which is on the top line, was October 2016. The Arlo Q was November 2015, and the Arlo Q Plus was April 2016. So we can see that the newest one is actually the Arlo Pro. Now the next section here is all about weight. And what we've got here is that the Arlo Q Plus is the heaviest at 11.2 ounces, and then the Arlo Q and the Arlo Pro are the Arlo Q is 5.9 ounces and the Arlo Pro is 4.8 ounces. The next part is the dimensions. The Arlo Q and the Arlo Q Plus are exactly the same, which is 4.5 inches by 6 inches by 4.9 inches, whereas the Arlo Pro is smaller, 3.1 by 1.9 by 2.8 inches. And then finally, under the basic specifications, we've got the prices, and at the moment the Arlo Pro is $169.99. The Arlo Q is $153.99 and the Arlo Q Plus is $199.99. So let's move on to the next section. It's all about the security features, and what I've put here is night vision, facial recognition, motion detection, siren, and pan, tilt and zoom. So these are some of the big security features that we're looking at when we're looking for the best smart security camera. So the Arlo Pro, in fact all of them have night vision. None of these cameras have facial recognition, but all of them have motion detection. And in terms of the siren, the Arlo Pro has a siren on its base station. The Arlo Q and the Arlo Q Plus don't come with any kind of siren or alarm. And then in terms of the pan, tilt and zoom facility, all of them come with pan and tilt. I didn't find anything about zooming capabilities. So the next thing is all about some of the video and audio features. So for all of them, the field of view for the camera is 130 degrees. Okay, that's a pretty wide field of view. the maximum that any camera could have in front of it is 180 degrees. So obviously they haven't got that, but they've got 130. The next feature is all about the resolution of the camera. The Arlo Pro shoots in 720p, whereas the Arlo Q and the Arlo Q Plus both shoot with a definition of 1080p. So that's a really good definition, and the Arlo Pro is slightly behind that. The next feature is all about the audio, and for all three cameras they both have two-way audio, which essentially means that you can talk to the person who's next to the camera and they can talk back to you as well. So the audio for all of the cameras is a two-way feature. And then the final part of the video features is live streaming. This is where you can connect up to your camera and actually view what the camera is seeing. You can view that live and immediately. And all of these three Arlo cameras have live streaming. Moving on, we've got power and storage features. So the first feature is all about, does it run off battery? And the Arlo Pro does run off rechargeable batteries, but the Arlo Q and the Q Plus aren't powered by battery. The next one is AC power. The Arlo Pro can also be powered just by a mains lead, and also the Arlo Q is powered by a mains lead, and the Arlo Q Plus isn't powered by a mains lead. The Arlo Q Plus is actually powered by over the Ethernet. So you connect it to the network via an Ethernet cable, and that provides it with its power. And the Arlo Q doesn't gain any power from the Ethernet, and neither does the Arlo Pro. Some of the storage features. All three of these smart cameras can use cloud storage. The Arlo Q Plus, you can also back things up using a micro SD card, but you can't do that on the Arlo Q or for the Arlo Pro. And then the Arlo Pro also, you can use a backup of USB storage, which you can't on the Arlo Q and the Arlo Q Plus. The next section that I want to look at is all about how they connect. And the Arlo Pro essentially connects via its smart hub, via a base station, and that's how it connects to the internet and to your home network. It doesn't use Wi-Fi, and it doesn't connect using Ethernet, and it also doesn't use Bluetooth. The Arlo Q connects using Wi-Fi. You don't need a smart hub or a base station. You don't need an Ethernet cable, and you don't need any Bluetooth connections. The Arlo Q Plus doesn't use Wi-Fi. It doesn't use a smart hub or a base station, but it does get its connection via an Ethernet cable, and also it doesn't use Bluetooth. The next section is design and warranty features. In terms of colors, all of these three cameras just come in white. There are no other colors that they can come in. However, the Arlo Pro does have some protective skins that you can buy that will change the color, but the other two the only color choice is white. The next feature is weatherproofing. The Arlo Pro is obviously an inside and outside camera, so it has a weatherproofing of IP65. This means that it is protected from dust and any water to a very, very high level. And the Arlo Q and the Arlo Q Plus don't have any weatherproofing because they are essentially indoor cameras. The next feature here that some smart cameras have is they detect air quality and temperatures. They can read the temperature in the room, and none of these Arlo cameras have that facility of checking air quality. And the final feature here for the design and warranty, the final feature is all about the warranty, and for all three cameras you get a 1 year warranty on it, and you get 90 days of free technical support per camera. The next section here, and again I've put this health warning that some of these particular features are liable to change, is how these cameras work with other home automation systems. So the first one up here is IFTTT, if this then that, which is the website that enables you to connect all kinds of different web services and smart devices together so that they interact and react with each other. And all three of these Arlo cameras have can use some of the IFTTT facilities because Arlo has an official channel on the If This Then That website. Okay, the next big home automation system, the Amazon Echo, Amazon Alexa, and the Arlo Pro works with Alexa, as does the Arlo Q, but it seems that the Arlo Q Plus doesn't work with Alexa. Apple's home automation product, the HomeKit, none of these cameras are compatible with any of the HomeKit. Neither are any of the cameras compatible with any Z-Wave systems, Z-Wave systems, or this should be Zigbee. Sorry, I've made a mistake there. They're not compatible with any of those. The Arlo Q and the Arlo Q Plus, however, are compatible with the Wink system, but the Arlo Pro isn't. But the Arlo Pro is compatible with Samsung SmartThings, but the Arlo Q and the Arlo Q Plus aren't compatible with SmartThings. Finally, we got the remote access facilities and features. So all three cameras have apps for Apple devices and Android devices. Those apps, of course, are free. In terms of your iOS device, your iPhone or your iPad, you need to be running version 8 or later of iOS, and this is the same for all three cameras. And then for the Android app, your Android device needs to be running version 4.1 or later of Android. And again, sorry, I've made a mistake there. That should say 4.1 or later for the Arlo Q and for the Arlo Q Plus. There is not an app for the Windows 10 mobile. None of these cameras has an app for the Windows 10. And then you can also access these cameras via your internet browsers, and the ones I've put down here are the main ones: Firefox, Internet Explorer, Chrome and Safari. And all three cameras can be accessed via the internet. Firefox, you just need to be running version 3.5 or later for all three cameras. Internet Explorer is version 10 or later. Chrome, I couldn't find any specific details of what version of Chrome you needed to be running. so I'm not sure there. I doubt that it's any version, but if anyone does know about what version of Chrome that you need to be running in order to access your Arlo cameras, please let me know in the comments section below. And then Safari, if those of you who are on your have your MacBooks or your Mac Pros, then you might be running Safari and you just need to be using version 3 or later. And then the final section here, again, I've got a subject to change because this is the reviews and the ratings, and obviously these are changing the whole time. The overall review on Amazon, the Arlo Pro has a 4.3 out of 5, whereas the Arlo Q's overall rating is 4.2 out of 5. And also just to say that the Arlo Q and the Arlo Q Plus, all the details there are the same. Amazon doesn't seem to have kind of separated them out and stuff. So the same details for the Arlo Q and the Arlo Q Plus on the Amazon rating system. So if we go to number of reviews, well, the Arlo Pro at the moment has 6,369 and the Q cameras have 2,612. The Arlo Pro, in terms of questions, has over 1,000 questions that have been answered, whereas for the Arlo Qs it's 472. And then the percentage of ratings for which are 5-star. So of all the reviews that have been written, what percentage of those reviews have rated this camera as 5-star? And for the Arlo Pro it is 60. Well, in fact, for all three cameras, it's 65%. So 65% of all the reviews that are written and the ratings given are 5-star. And then what percentage of ratings that have been given rate the cameras at 1-star? For the Arlo Pro it's 3%, for the Arlo Q it's 4%, and for the Arlo Q Plus it's also 4%. But as I said, just watch out because these will change on an almost daily basis. And there we have it. That is my video review of the Arlo Pro versus the Arlo Q versus the Arlo Q Plus. I hope the information I've given you is helpful and helps you to find the perfect Arlo camera for your needs. Thank you for watching.